It's been a long time since I saw you, but I come over here to tell y'all, just in case y'all are not on Facebook, that I am gonna be doing raffles for cakes on Thursday. It's gonna be a three layer red velvet with no nuts. Also, I'm gonna be doing giveaways. So I didn't want my YouTube family to miss out. I've been out of town. I just got back in. I might look a little rough. I just took a nap. But I came over. Hey, Stacy Greer. I come over here to tell y'all that I am going to be doing giveaways. And I'm going to do some over here as well as on Facebook for Christmas. On Facebook, I am auctioning off, well, raffling off cakes. This upcoming Wednesday, December 1st, it will be a three-layer red velvet cake. We're going to do German chocolate cake. We're going to have pound cakes. We're going to have Trinity treat boxes. So I just want to come on here because it's been a while and I haven't forgotten y'all. And I know I share some of the same people. But I come too because I think I can vent better over here and be me without being judged. Because I feel like a lot of people are not on here that don't really want to be on here. And I feel so much better. I'm ready to get back in that kitchen. I'm even walking a little bit without anything. I could feel a change in my foot when I was in the mountains. God is so good. There's just so much required of us. Um, there's so many people that if we don't pull them through some of these hard times, the enemy will win. We know it's just a holiday, but it's so many people hurting. They missing their loved ones. Let me get some glasses because I can't read any comments. Hold on one second. And I'm just chilling. If you're not in a hurry, I'm not in a hurry. I haven't been on Facebook or anything. I just thought I'd come on here and talk to y'all and tell y'all how I do appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the supporters. I appreciate the Cash App. What is these called? Super chats. I thank y'all for being Mama T's honeybees, and I want to do something special for you all over here, as well. Um, and you probably get a better chance, even anyway, over here, of winning something. So, let me tell y'all what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the same thing on Facebook. When y'all hear me come on here and say, dun 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 dun, bum bum bum. If you hear that or you hear me play it, I'm about to give something away. And please, ma'am, and please, sir, don't feel bad because you say, well, I don't need it. Sometimes people that don't need anything love to receive something. And if you are not a supporter over here, it doesn't matter. But the supporter room here is $4.99, just like it is on Facebook. Super chats are over here. I don't have stars over there. But I'm blessed when I give and it comes back uniquely, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Did you like your bag, Stacy Greer? I remember giving you a bag. We had a good time. I'm home now. But I'm not gonna stop moving. I'm not gonna get home and be defeated. I feel like I can drive, but they not letting me drive. Yeah. So it's all that kind of stuff. How have y'all been? Yeah, I'm still gonna keep walking. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And anytime, in case y'all read negative comments, if I give you something, I don't even ask for you to pay. Some people say if you win something, pay for your shipping. I do it all. I do it all. Yeah, because I feel like it's a gift. Yeah, thank y'all. It's a hard time of the year. And but Sometimes you get kindness this time of year. Sometimes people can be a little more kinder, but for whatever reason it is right now, the heart of men is just waxing cold. They don't care what people are going through right now. I couldn't eat Thanksgiving as well. I haven't had a lot of an appetite. Um, and that's okay because as I get weaned off some of this medicine that blew me up, I plan on dropping big time. Um, and getting to do things. Son is much better. We went and got him some medicine. He called the doctor. He then he got a couple of hot toddies made. Kelby made him some. So he's better. And I plan on doing me doing my dieting because I want to really be down by this time next year. I'm not going to discuss it because I don't need people to watch me. Watch me. I know how to get my weight off and I know what to do. And if this goes like it's been going and I feel it's good, I'll be able to go back working out. You know, when you have a thyroid problem, you have to work out to lose weight. You just can't lose weight off the top of your head. You have to work out. And I used to love to be at the gym working out. I love to work out. It makes me feel better. I remember when I was in the gym all 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 to this injury. I was a lot smaller. Those pictures that I put up are just like 5 years old, 6 years old, seven, some eight. But it hadn't been that long ago. And I remember they had something called the silver sneakers. Well, I I ought to be able to get in the silver sneakers where you can go to the gym for free because your insurance pay for it. So I'm gonna look into all that. I'm gonna start off slow. Oh, Margaret, Lord, I'm sorry to hear that. Let you know what in your email, Stacy. Oh, I can do it again. I used to, you know that what I don't share this with people on Facebook, but I used to be a physical fitness instructor. Yeah, I used to teach step aerobics. Yeah. Yeah, that's about the biggest I've been in. I used to teach it and I have an inactive thyroid. So when I lose weight and I get in the gym, it helps my metabolism speed up so that I feel hungry and I'll eat like I should. What do I do to lose weight? Portion control. I buy small salsa plates, bigger than just a smaller plate. Not a big plate, but a small, like a salad plate. And I give myself 3 ounces of meat if I'm going to eat it. If it doesn't fit on that plate, I can't have it. You trick the mind. And I drink a lot of water. When I lose weight, I drink almost a gallon of water a day. I have to build up to it, but I do that. And then I get out and I'll go walk at the park. Probably starting off, I'm going to have to walk and not deal too much with the machinery until this foot wakes all the way back up. But water is the key. That's why my skin is the way it is. Water keeps you from getting blood clots. Water keeps that blood flowing fast and not sluggish. I keep water with me all day long and I drink it all day. I drink it with every meal. I might have a cup of coffee every other day, but this is water and I drink it nonstop. All my kids drink water. Avery, all of them. I ask them, "Have you had your water? Have you had your water?" And I do. I eat anything I want in moderation. I measure everything I eat. Like I do. Just say if I was eating a potato pancho, I consider that as a meat and my starch. So I'll cut off just like a corner of it, fix it like I want to. I'll weigh it. I even got scales And then the other side, I might do a salad. And I won't eat any bread because that potato is going to operate as my bread, as my starch. Um, it's really more so I couldn't prepare my own stuff sometimes. And when you get like this, and especially when I was bedridden, it is true when you see those 600-pound lives and stuff, um, that when you eat what other people bring you and you can't move and you don't have the ability to burn those calories, it will cause you to pick up weight. Anybody can gain weight when your metabolism changes. That's the truth. And so, that's what I do. And I don't talk about it. I just let people see the results of it because some people will watch your weight off you and they won't tell you nothing. But as soon as you start gaining weight, they'll watch it on you. And before this all took place, I used to do an hour on the elliptical, 30 minutes on the treadmill, 100 sit-ups, 100 in and out of thigh, 100 arm, and I would work out and work on my back. And I couldn't do nothing with my bunkum. Y'all, I've always had a big sit down. It just I had a small waist, but a big sit down and thick in the thighs. That's just my story. Everybody built. I was built for it tough, you know. Everybody built different now. Some people build small at the bottom and big at the top. Some people build at the bottom and small at the top. And I just happen to have a great uh, gluteus maximus. No, like I get bullied all the time. And I believe that's what happened to my page because Facebook hasn't found anything. But for some reason, I believe it was a bunch of cake makers that got mad because I wouldn't give them the Heavenly Pound cake. And I think they just picked on Mama's Comfort Cooking page. I'm just trusting that God is going to remove whoever it is that's holding back my monetization on there. But I do get monetized on my Tracy K. Mitchell page. I monetized here when I come on here. It's not like Facebook, you know. You just not gonna have it just because. If you don't send super chats or if you don't, it's not. See, with Facebook, their commercials pay, but on YouTube they don't pay much. But God takes care of me, and I'll be fine. You know, the thing about water, let me explain something. The reason why I don't do water aerobics is I have a phobia for water. I might get in a hot tub. I might even let it come up to me. But I had a good friend drown. I had talked on the phone with him the day before, and he was out of town with his dad for the summer. And he said when he get back, he want me to get him and my cousin back together. The problem is that his sister was drowning or got in too deep, and he dived in to get her, and he wasn't supposed to dive. I guess he panicked, and so that he hit his head, and that's what happened, and he died. And ever since then, I have a phobia. So if weight is my only problem in life, I'm all right. I'm not a diabetic and all those other things. Um, some people have different things running their family, and mine is joint issues. So that's one reason why I don't do a water aerobics because I can't swim, and probably when my feet stop touching the bottom of that pool, I'll probably panic. Um, Everybody has issues that cause them, um, and I don't play around with stuff that I know I don't have ability to control. No one ever wants to feel out of control of their lives. That's why I never drink and smoke, regardless of if I'm in the church or not, because I never want to lose control of me. And I never did want anybody to think that they was in control of making sure I was safe, because I do know when people are drowning and they panic, they kill the person that's trying to help them. I can't do it. I just won't be able to do it. And I couldn't go live as much as I wanted to in the mountains. I'm just talking because I didn't have a good signal. You know, when you're up in the mountains, the air is fresh, it's clean, you feel good, life is slower, life is old there, it's older than the trees, and but you just don't have a good signal. I actually took my Fire Stick up there. I used my Amazon account and my uh, Netflix account. Um, they just don't have. I didn't even try to take to do any work. I'm ready to get back in the work field. I'm ready to get back out there to start selling houses, to get my money, my money bag secured for 2022, Lord willing. But I'm very scared of water like that. I don't play around with it, and I don't like anybody in control of my life. I work with you, but I'm not going to get drunk and depend on you to drive me home. I'm not going to get high, and I don't know where you're taking me. I believe God gives us free will. We free will agents, yeah. We don't even have to be saved if we don't want through. It's by faith through grace. So I've never been reckless. Um, my desire is to get to see my mother. I want to be able to get in a car while Avery's in school and be able to drive down there and sit with her the majority of the day because I get to a point where I miss her. And my mama has decided to isolate herself. And I can't blame her when you're up in age. Her birthday is going to be January the 12th. And my husband's birthday is the 26th, the day after Christmas. So I got a lot of stuff going on. Plus, I got to call Chef Carmen. She's back home. Find out what all we're going to be able to do for these women. Y'all, please pray. I do need y'all to pray. Please pray that I can do the job that I'm used to doing, coming out of surgery, because I want to cook real good for these people and bless their children and them. I know it's hard living in a battered women's shelter with your children. I do. And I can only imagine um, already having your children displaced. That's considered homeless. Um, Anytime you live with someone and you have children and you don't have your own place, there is a law that considers you as homeless. And so I want to be able to take some worry off of those mothers. And I know we can show our food and stuff. I don't know. I doubt that we can show the faces of the people and the children for the safety and their protection. Y'all understand? And then on December the 9th, which is next Thursday, son and my family, we're going to have a Christmas concert for you. It'll be at 7 o'clock on the Thursday. But that's not the only one. Then I'm going to have what I call the gathering. And it's going to be a nice Christmas event. We're just going to sing, you know, Merry Christmas and haul out the hollies. Put up the tree before my spirit falls again. And y'all, please share my videos over here. Like them. I don't know everything that you do over here, but comment, like, and share. And so we're going to also buy even more. And senior citizens, I'm going to personally pull them out and make sure they get Trinity treat boxes, which is 3 pieces of red velvet, 3 red velvet cheesecake squares, brownies, and 3 of Sun's cookies. Oh, wow. Judith Williams, we were almost the same. But my mama, she say, my birthday is the 12th and the 13th. I said, Mama, why is your birthday the 12th and the 13th? She said, well, because my grandmama say that I was born on the 13th because they didn't write it down. And then they wrote it down for the 12th. You know, back then they wrote everything in the Bible. Yeah. And so it might end up, you never know. We could have the exact same dates. But that's what I got going on. And I want to be a blessing. I would love, and like I said, I'm only talking over here. But how wonderful would it be if I could give away a flat screen TV at Walmart? So let me explain. That's why I'm doing these cakes. I'm doing these cakes because I want to be able to give away some baking cookware. I want to be giving away some of my favorite things. I want to be able to do some stuff for some people. And um, it might be the gift that keeps on giving. You may say, oh, Mama Tracy gave a 40-inch screen away. I don't need it, but I'm going to take it because I'm going to give it to my grandchild. Or I'm going to give it to my friend. Or I'm going to give it to somebody. I'm going to be able to do stuff like that. I can't speak for other creators. That's their business. That don't mean that they don't love. Some people just not givers, and some people can't give. And I don't just look for people in need because sometimes people don't understand. Just because they're not financially strapped, that they don't have, it's good to get a gift every now and then. You don't have to be in need. And it's okay. I don't feel like you taking and you robbing nobody. It just be maybe something God want to bless you with. Sometimes we get blessed. Us givers get blessed. It's hard when you're a giver to receive, but we like blessings too. And I'm trying to decide right now. Y'all know I like to surprise y'all. I know I said that I was gonna do, and I'm not saying this on Facebook. I'm saying it here. I was gonna do one cake on Wednesday, but look for a surprise, okay? You never know what your $5 would do. Look for it. And then I'm gonna have an ultimate drawing. There's gonna be a grand prize again for Christmas. So we're gonna do a big box. It's actually gonna have a real doll. Somebody on my page, Tiffany Townsend, she makes real dolls. Those dolls are about $500. Don't worry. I don't like when Minuet. Don't say you would love to give. Don't put yourself in no hole. I'm not like that. I'm just not like that. Cause I told you, some people I'm gonna give gifts too. It's not just gonna be raffle. The cakes I have to because it's helping me do the other things that I gotta do. Because y'all know I haven't worked since September. And you all know I had back surgery. And you know it's this Thursday will be 8 weeks. But my doctor hasn't released me because of my drop foot. So this is longer than I expected. But even with that, your back is not strong. So I have to strengthen my back. And I go to physical therapy. So it's just it's I don't like people to say it's nobody's business what you can and can't do. And it ain't all predicated on what you can do. I understand when you can't. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying minuet, do to something. Cause I understand. Well, if I tell everybody if you want to mail it in, you can, or you can send it by Cash App, to $ Mama's Comfort Cooking, MAMAS Comfort Cooking. Hey, Pamela Jackson, welcome to Mama T's Honeybees, honey and honey. You showed up in green, Pam. You wasn't playing. Um, I'm going through this thing right now in my body. This happened when God told me to turn my camera on. It's almost like I can't even mention the name of the Lord. I get watery eyed, and I start feeling. Look at you, Pam. You showed up in green, girl. Go ahead. I mean, they said Pam is a honeybee. Recognize. But God is going to do something great. And He's going to move again on my behalf. How He does it, I just have to be still and trust Him. And I do trust Him. I don't believe He brought me this far to leave me. I just got to keep on going. I think all things are going to work together for my good because had they not took my monetization away for talking about God, I wouldn't have started the Bible study page. I wouldn't have started the Tracy K. Mitchell page. And I probably wouldn't be over here on YouTube. Whether you give me super chats, whether you're a member of the honeybees, I'm still over here. Pray about it, Gwendolyn Patterson. But if you need it, don't wait too long. I almost waited too long. Mine was not orthopedic, it was nerves, and they had started to take a toll on my body. I didn't realize what all the nerves could affect. Down to the muscle is no good without the nerve. Down to the blood doesn't circulate good without that nerve and without that muscle. All things work together. You have this to help with that. You have that to help with this. And so the surgery I had could have left me paralyzed. And I thank God that even though I have a little with this drop foot, it could have been worse, but He didn't allow it to be. And I'm grateful. You have to learn and look over your own life and see where God intervenes and steps in. It may not be all that we hoped it to be, but I thank Him for my life. When there are times and circumstances and situations where I thought I would never have back surgery, I was adamant on it. But it came and gone just like that. And I thought, Lord, why did I suffer so long? Why did I make myself suffer so long? When it came and it went just like that. And y'all can only imagine how I would be strengthening my back in physical therapy. Hopefully soon they will start strengthening my back in physical therapy. Um, okay, I'll check it. And I appreciate anything and all things. And if by chance you decide you're gonna give, make sure you just write donation. But if it doesn't matter if you want your name in the for the cakes, that's fine too. I've been craving cooking. I've been wanting some one meal dishes. Like I've been wanting to make some fabulous chili. I've been wanting to make some short rib soup. I've been wanting to make a potato puncher. I've been wanting one meal dishes. And I think it Christmas. I don't think I'm gonna do the traditional Christmas. I might end up doing like a combination of things, like some Caribbean food, oxtails and rice and peas and plantain, and then I might turn around and do some stir fry. They have a combination of Chinese food and Jamaican food. Um, I don't know. I like to change up stuff. Have y'all got your menu ready for Christmas? Because you know, Christmas, you have a lot of office parties, a lot of finger food and snacks. And that's when we bake a lot of desserts and cakes and cookies and pies and all that. I feel good. I took a nap because you know when you go on vacation and you come back home, don't nothing sleep like your house and your bed. Thank you for the super chat, Miss Glenda. I appreciate it. Nothing is like your own bed. Oh yeah, that was good. I bet you that was some good seafood gumbo. You know, I like to do. I just got a call today, and somebody asked me, was I gonna could I take a catering job for Christmas? And I asked them what they wanted, and they said some of my blackened stuffed salmon, maybe some pilaf rice, and they said some asparagus, and I forgot what else. And I told her, let me check everything. But a lot of people, because it's falling on a Saturday, honey, and then again, you might see me with fried chicken, fried pork chops, pinto beans, and white beans, coleslaw. You know what I'm saying? Okra, cornbread, stuff like that. Sometimes my family is different. They say, Mama, we don't want all that. Thank you for the super chat, Wanda Lane. You're number one too. And I like comfort food. You know, you can't beat when you get some good pulley cheese, something real nice like that. People love for me to make the potato poncho and bring it to stuff. So it's just things like that. Um, I might do me a pig in a pot. I tell y'all that I haven't got to the store to get all my stuff because where I live, you can't find whole pig feet and all that. So I have to go to Food Depot down the road. Yeah, I'm not gonna do like the ham and all that food. Ugh, we just overcook it Thanksgiving. And I think non-traditional stuff is good. It's a cook on Facebook. One of my people called me. They said she's cooking my recipes, but she's giving me credit for it. But her page is growing off of my recipes. Said she's on there, and she'll say, um, "Mama Tracy from Mama's Comfort Cooking can cook. She did my potato salad, and she made my pig feet." Jan called me and said, "It's a lady calling your name out, but her page is growing, but she's cooking your dishes." Ain't that something? They're gonna let somebody else monetize off of my dishes, but won't give me my monetization. Oh, I don't know her name. I don't even know who she is. I don't even know how to find her. You know what? I've got to go. I remember when I was growing up, I don't have the recipe, but my mom used to have this lady order her. She would make my mama cheese straws. I need a good cheese straw recipe. Because I've been thinking, well, maybe I ought to do some cheese straw. No, no, no. She doesn't look like me. She's got her own page, but she's doing my recipes. Like she would sit there and call out my whole recipe and tell them that she got it off of my page. And she's making them. She's not sharing my videos. Yeah. Uh, what was I saying? You can do all kind of egg rolls. You can do like even when I make my soup, my short rib soup, I put some dumplings in it. To each his own. Um, and what else I do? But I need a good recipe for some cheese straws, is what I was saying. Hey, Dorothy Mickles. Oh, Joanne Moore. I don't know her name. I don't even know her name. I got a call, and I was in the mountains. But one of my people from my page said she do give you credit because she said she never thought to do some of the things and it was the best. And but that's okay. That's why I'm on here to help somebody. Yeah. What we eating for dinner? I remember when I grew up, people didn't work on Christmas Eve. I used to work for Glad, which made the Glad garbage bags. We would shut down for 2 whole weeks. We would get off work like on the 18th of December, and we didn't go back until after the first of the year. Yeah, you can do any kind of egg roll. I love you too, Amani. And you know Sweet Creations by Melinda G. She's a great baker. Yeah, you're right, Jacqueline. Hoskins, you're right. A lot of times when I'm on Facebook, your comments go so fast. And it's people like you all that I never get to communicate with and talk with. You don't get in. And it's not that I'm ignoring you, but if you ever was had my phone, you see how fast the comments go. And I can't read all of them if I look away. But this one paused. And I decided to sow seeds while I was down and to give. And God is doing great things. And I know I've got a seed in the ground. Hey, Donna Grady. And but that's why I came on here because it's more personal. I don't have but 56 people on here versus 1,300. You can't read 1,300 comments like that. Hey, Joshua and Judson. Tell your grandmama I said hello. Yeah. Oh no, I'm still on Facebook. I just decided to come over here to YouTube because it's quiet, it's more personal, and I just wanted to say hey to you all. You know, I haven't been on here that much. I was on here about one time in the whole month of October. So, I mean, here it is November. Love you too, Joanne Moore. Hey, Jacqueline White. See, it's some stuff this pauses. You can see. How you say that? Rod. How you say it? I'm gonna say Rania. Did I say it right? I'm gonna say Rod. I know Neih makes like knee high, but I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Is it Rodnia? Is it something silent? Thank you perfectly, Annie. You got a grandmama. You better love her. It's all right, Miss Glenda. People do want my recipes, so if you make my stuff, it's all right. She's just making videos off of it. We're gonna have a good time, and hopefully, I'm gonna have to come over here and bless over here outside of Facebook so that you'll have a better chance of getting something from me. Oh, it's Rodney. That is so different. I knew, like, you think about knee high and Nia. Rodney. Okay, and silent Rodney. Your mama is very unique. That is different. Or did you change your spelling just for Facebook? That is very neat. I never in my life. That's the first I've seen it. Like a lot of people never heard my daughter's name Kelby. And when she was growing up, they just knew Kelby was a boy name. And Kelby is a girl name for me. Okay, Pamela Jackson, and thank you for being a supporter. Hey, Sheila Toby. Now they don't close down no more. I do miss shutdowns. Gotcha. I figured that. So do I have a lot of people on here that really like to cook? Did I, Joanne Moore? Three times, four now. You know, cause it's so good. Dun, 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 dun. Loving somebody when somebody loves you back. That's a fact. To be loved and be loved in return. It's the only thing that my heart desires. I appreciate the little things you do. Oh, you're the ones that's got me inspired. Keep on lifting me higher. So good loving somebody when somebody loves you back. That's a fact. It's so good needing somebody when somebody needs you back. We can build a world of love, a life of joy. Make each other's goals our happiness. I'm gonna do for you anything that I can. Oh, every day I wanna do a little more, just a little bit more. So good loving somebody when somebody loves you back. That's a fact. It's so good, good. Needing somebody when somebody needs you back. So in the supporter room on Mama's Comfort Cooking, I put up my original song, Mama's Comfort Cooking. I went in the studio and me, Kelby, and Son, I wrote it, and he starts off and he says, Mama, I'm so hungry. What we gonna eat? And then him and Kelby comes in and they sing Mama's Comfort Cooking. And they say, Mama, this so good. Mama's Comfort Cooking. Oh, Mama, your food good. And then I say, Mama's Comfort Cooking. I'm going to start playing it a little bit more. Yeah, I actually own the beats and I went in the studio for it. Hey, Jens Martin. I'm just over here chilling and came over here just to talk to my honeybees over here in YouTube land and let them know that I still love them and I appreciate all that they do. Hey, I can't say it. Is it LaFardis? Sheila Toby. I said Rodney, Donna Grady. Let me see who else that was. Yep. Glenda's on here. Y'all been so good and kind to me. Hey, Kinshonda Shaw. Kinshonda Shaw. I know a Ken Dante. His name is Algernon Kendante Shaw. He's from Mississippi. You might be related to him. Algernon Kendante Shaw. Hey, Phyllis Dunbar. But I'm saying if you do have a grandmother or mom alive, you better cherish the memories and do as much as you can. God is trying to bring family back together. The Potter wants to put us back together again. We just hard-headed and stubborn. It's so good loving somebody when they love you back. How easy is it to know that somebody just genuinely love you versus trying to run them away because they're trying to show love? That's one thing I don't like about Facebook. They do breed on hate. And they could do something to stop some of those comments. What a blessing, Pepper Hodge. They could do something with how those people are treating people. Mine either, Glenda, but I sit in my little roller chair and I'll be cooking. I enjoyed my siblings and my nieces and my children and stuff while we were up there, but I was glad to be back in my own domain. What a blessing, 99 years old. You right, Stacey Greer. All right, Glenda. Feel better, Glenda Patterson. Getting old is rough too. And sometimes it's not just in age, it's just whatever your body's going through. I don't know. Even if you don't want nothing from somebody, they won't let other people be happy. They won't let you be great. See, I started to fall too, Joanne. Remember when I fell? I was taking the cake out. I fell on live. Well, right before I came back to show y'all the cake. So be careful. Yeah, Jan, I can finally call you again. I ran out of my signal. I'm going to call you when I get off. I don't know if I'm going to go on Facebook or not because I'm not cooking. This cake was delicious. It was incredibly moist. It was really gorgeous. And I might go on my Tracy K. Mitchell. I'll see. Hey, Paulette Lee. See, on here, I can see people when you come on. I can call your name out. I thank y'all for the super chats. I thank y'all for the thumbs up. And I thank you. I have 57 people on here. I had 60. Now it's 58. Eventually, and let me tell you what else Facebook did. They used to let us save our videos and I could upload them here. They took that away. They not gonna help you, honey. If I don't make a video and sometimes your phone run out of memory, and so I can upload them in two different places. But my instructional videos for 2022, I'm going to go back making videos, especially instructionals. And if they untitle them on Facebook, they'll be over here on YouTube for you to come look and find them. Because it's not me that untitles my videos, it's Facebook. Yep, I believe all 58 on here is here because you want to be and because you love me. Sometimes when your page grow on Facebook, it's not growing with positive. They actually, it grows from negative people. Their comments treading and somebody else wants to come in and jump in a bad way. It's really a lot of bullying. It was 60, Stacy. Um, there's a song that says, when God is in the building. Hey, Tia Johnson. Hey, being crazy. You been crazy. Ben, don't call yourself crazy. The sin sick are saved. Hey, Ada. When God is in the building, the dead can be raised. 61. The trouble can leave here troubleless. Hey, Janice Cooper from Philly. And the lame can be healed. Duran Hobbs commented on my page the other day. He said, sing. Y'all know Duran Hobbs is a gospel singer. You all right? Mm-hmm. Hey, Loving Mango. Lord have mercy. I don't know what UWU stand for, but I guess. Hey, Linda Knight. I love you. Yes, I do. Yeah, I'm not asking for no money over here. People that gave me a super chat gave it because they want to. We're just over here talking. I appreciate it. What does that mean? What is that? UW. It's a smiley face. No, you're not stupid. Don't do that, please. Don't do that. Don't come over here and let the devil use you. But it's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't call myself stupid. I don't care what's going on. I don't care if you just was told to come over here to pick at me. Don't belittle yourself. And it's all right if you're trying to interrupt it. It's okay because I know I'm doing the will of God, and whoever you let use you, they'll use you. So I don't. I'm gonna just keep talking, huh? I did on my next birthday for us little donuts like that donut with some sprinkles and Starbucks. Okay. Okay, bring it to school, okay, Mama? Okay. Yep. Y'all, that's what I like about this. I just deleted him and let him move on. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. I just removed him. It was that easy. I don't like when people call themselves names. Yep, I did that, y'all. I learned how to delete it. Look at you, Mama Tracy. You doing good. I'm trying. I delete the comment. Yeah. Oh, I knew what you meant, Tia. I was just saying, like, I just appreciate y'all being on here. I got you. I wasn't saying it in no negative way either. I just blocked him, honey. I did it, Rodney. I just um I just blocked him and removed the comment. I did that. Why is it not that easy on Facebook? So listen, Duran Hobbs commented. He's a gospel singer. He commented on Mama's Comfort Cooking, and he had said, "Good singing and good work, honey. You don't know who watching you. You got this channel and recommend. I don't understand that. I got him, Miss Glenda. He gone. I got him. He is gone. I see. See, I didn't even know they did stuff like that over here. I have no idea. I'm learning stuff, y'all. I'm a little up in age, so I don't know everything. Take that cover off my bad foot right there. You want me to open this for you?
Mama,
Hmm?
you know you can't be hungry every day.
No, I'm gonna cook on here too, Joanne. But I haven't been on here in so long, huh?
You know when I get hungry sometimes, that's because I just woke up.
Okay, you gonna get something to eat, Abe. Eat your crackers, okay?
Ooh.
It'll be good with a piece of cheese. I was telling her little crackers to hold her over. You make my sour cream cheesecakes. Yeah, I got rid of them. I didn't realize that I would have to deal with that stuff over here. See, I don't. But anyway, let me sing something real quick, okay? I'm not in no hurry to go no. If y'all want me to go to Facebook, I go to Facebook. But I'm not in no hurry to. Oh, I'm gonna cook. I've had back surgery. I'm coming on here and cook too. I'm gonna go live and cook. I was doing both of them before my surgery. Yeah, I always tell people to refrigerate the everything sauce. You can never go wrong with putting your mayonnaise, your mustard, and your ketchup in the refrigerator. Because when mayonnaise get old, it separates itself. But refrigerate right now. Everything needs to be refrigerated. You will see more cooking. If y'all don't have a normal name, I don't really know how to pronounce something. I'll read your comment. I may not call your name out. So I think Kel's gonna take orders next Friday since we're just getting home. She'll start not next. She'll start the orders back up this week. She didn't take any last week. We sent off right before we left. I guess my page is moving because it's crazy stuff on here. Siobhan, I bet you she threw down. I bet you. I like food the next day anyway. To me, it tastes better the next day. Hey, Mallory Nelson, how you doing? I've had people reach out to me that I didn't even know knew me. And there are some that know me, but they ain't gonna say nothing. It's okay though. I'm doing better, Mallory. Gone Latonga Brooks. Gone Latonga. Gone back over there to my I remember that name. Gone back over there to my son's church. Was it good, Pat Williams? That's a old folks used to make dressing like that. I like your name, Sky. Is it Dennis? Yes, I like that. What y'all want to see me cook? Latanga. Latanga, I don't see no 4.99er. You're 4.99er. You're 4.99er. So listen, y'all, that's just coming on. I'm gonna be giving away some stuff over here, separate from Facebook, and I'm not gonna announce it because I want y'all to get the opportunity to win some stuff from me. Baby, can I make burgers? But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna be giving some stuff away for Christmas over here. Don't go over there and tell the people on Facebook because they're gonna come over here and flood it up, and you won't get a chance to win nothing. Okay, you want me to make some more Philly cheesesteak? Well, I'll show you how to make them. I do some step by step. Wow, thank you. I got a $20 super chat. Latanya know what I mean when I say 4.99. I'm not telling y'all got to do that. That's the inside joke between her and my son. You's a 4.99er, Tanya. She done took you from me, Latanya. You's a 4.99er. Guess what he told me, Latanya? Latanya. He said, Mama, won't you do one of your cakes? Bake my page a cake. Okay? Mama, do some stuff on my page for Christmas. Okay? Don't tell him I'm going to do it. But don't tell him. He want to be like his mama. I'm like, well, learn how to bake. I don't know why. What is the CZK20? It didn't show up in my feed that you gave me 20. I don't know what it means. But thank you, even if you thought about giving it and it ain't real. Thank you. Um, can I meet? Please, what you talking about? Make sauce meat? Yes, Rodney. I'm gonna make the best chili you ever had. Okay, I'll do a broccoli casserole. Did you like it, Miss Glenda? Did you like your sauce? Latanga, don't you tell him, because y'all ain't right over there on that page. Y'all know son like to cuss people out, act sexy and everything. Say hey.
Hey.
She's just waking up. She go back to school tomorrow. I gotta take her hair down. Y'all, y'all are the Neverland's church. Y'all ain't gonna never land nowhere fooling with my son. Is it a few more need to be blocked? I can't see them. Um, Miss Glenda. I didn't see them. I know I gotta go to Facebook land. They just wear me out. Jan said, "Hey, Avery."
Hey, Aunt Jan.
What you say?
Hey, Aunt Jan.
Hey, Aunt Jan. Hold up. Hold up for a second. Go get me a wipe so I can do your ear. I need a wipe. I gotta call my buddy. Y'all, I'm gonna give some good gifts away. If these cake auctions go good, y'all gonna be like, this girl crazy at Christmas time. She give away some of her favorite things. Son want to show out so bad. I just won't let him. Thanksgiving was good, Joshua Sickles. It was really good. I'm gonna stick this in your ear. Come on. Let me get some of that wax out. You didn't clean your ears on vacation, and I didn't dig in them. That feel good, don't it? Turn around. Come on, give me this ear too. Come close, Mommy can't get it. Honey, look, I'm cleaning out her ear. I'm a mama, honey. I'm just like y'all. I don't want no earwax in my baby ear. Come on down, Mommy. Let me get that earwax. Lay your head to the side. And then I gotta take these braids down after school. Y'all know, son. Well, the blackberries are not in season. I can make you a blackberry cobbler. I failed. I was gonna do it this summer. Well, you gonna get in over here if you win. I mean, that's all I can do. It's gonna be non-traditional, Josh. Josh and Judson. It's gonna be non-traditional because what I want to do is probably some Chinese and Caribbean and stuff like that. If not, I might do like pinto beans and white beans. My siblings like white beans with pork chops and homemade biscuits and mashed potatoes. Then one set likes one of them. Did you see that video about the smart house? Then I might do pinto beans with coleslaw and fried chicken and cornbread and something else and some fried okra. I don't know what all I'm gonna cook for them, but we'll be together. The cooked version. Only thing about the cooked version, I grew up on it, but I really only like to cook mine with the cookies because I don't like hot bananas. It's just a textural thing. You eat your cookies. Okay, I'm gonna get you something to eat.
Please let me eat one.
Hmm?
Let me eat one.
He don't let you eat one cookie. Why you just let her eat one cookie? Hmm.
Avery didn't even eat what we fixed this morning.
Cause my
She ain't eat,
stomach
she
got
just eat
full.
junk. I mean, it's just not gonna happen.
Okay.
She didn't eat what we fixed this morning.
You
Cause
know,
I
even
think
if
I
you cook,
do.
now I'm gonna tell you what I like to cook too. A lot, I don't see a lot of people cook it concerning the chops, the lamb chops. Lamb chops are expensive, and it's a matter of the flavor of the lamb. But I also like shank. Do y'all ever cook shank? Do y'all ever cook shank? Now, like I got one man in our church. He only like cookies. Our musician, if I make him a banana pudding, I make him a cookie pudding. I don't put no bananas in it, and he loves it. So lambs is one of those things. It's nothing different. No, shank is not ham. Shank is like this big hunk of pork. It's delicious though. It'll melt in your mouth. Have you ever been to like medieval times or been to the pirate show? Sometimes they'll give you a big thing of shank meat with like potatoes and things like that. It's a good meat that you don't find a lot of people cook no more, but it's very flavorful. And I also do y'all do turkey necks? And you cook those turkey necks and you smother them in like cream of celery and stuff. You said that right, Miss Glenda Jones. I'm gonna have to send them to you. Yeah, it's good. It's just expensive, and you don't get a lot on a lamb bone. That's the whole thing about it. When you're trying to feed a lot of people or your family, Pat Williams ain't that good, honey. You get you and neck and turkey necks are inexpensive.
I'll say.
Go set the
Turkey
table on
necks
the
are
side.
very inexpensive, but you get a lot of meat
Mm.
on a turkey neck, a lot of meat. Child, you boil them things. Let me tell you something. You get them and you boil them right, and you get that right salt and pepper and whatever you gonna put in there. When you add that can of cream of chicken, I always boil me some rice in mine. I keep the turkey necks in there with the rice sometime. And I shake the rice off and after I rinse it good. And then I add that cream of celery in there and dip it out at one time. It's so good. Lamb is good. It's just that you don't get a lot. I mean, you basically getting something like this. This the middle part of a pork chop. You getting the center part of a pork chop. You're only gonna get that much meat. But then they want to charge you almost $2 if you even somebody at a restaurant, $2 and $3 for one. So you're gonna end up having to get four to feel like you had some meat. Honey, the pirate place, I've been to it 3 times in Myrtle Beach. It is so nice, Siobhan. You'll love it. Well, if you bought some, I don't have them around here because that's all. When they carve everything and they just get leave you with this much meat. And medieval times will give you a big shank. So you do know Sheila. Sheila Toby know what I'm talking about. They have big shank and honey. It's delicious. You get you some shank. Oh my God. And you cook you some pinto beans and some turnip greens and some cornbread. I like boiled okra. Baby, that's some eating. No, I'm back home. It's free Wi-Fi. I pay for my Wi-Fi. I have a bill that I pay through my cable company. I don't know. I don't have free Wi-Fi. I pay from my cable provider. I have to have it because I work from home with my real estate. I'm trying to see if I missed anybody. That's what I just said. You get you some shank with some pinto beans and cornbread and some turnip greens. I don't know because I don't know nothing about. I've never. I know they have government programs for school kids that they can get free internet, $10 worth.
Look, it was on your back and it landed on the back of the
It is worth it. But let me tell you something. I never pay but $20 a ticket because I do timeshare. If you don't do that, they're going to be about 50 something dollars a ticket. See, we don't have Safeway no more. We got a Food Depot and some meats that that's it's not in there. We don't have a Winn Dixie,
Yeah, we can do that.
and you got to know how to cook it. You got to pull the flavor out. Some people don't like the flavor of lamb, um, but I do.
You really good with it. Cool.
Now I've been had this one hair on my chin. They say if I pull it, more will come, but it's gotta go. I don't eat pork all the time. Did y'all know in 2017 and 18 I didn't eat meat? I didn't eat meat. That's one reason why I was so small. I didn't eat meat. When I started back, it was like a foreign object in my body. It hurt me so bad. I followed Tabitha Brown before anybody knew who she was. And just like I'm talking to y'all, she used to talk to me like that. But the shift in her life right now, God has took her in a different direction. Baby, I can't help you with your technology, Joshua. You have to find somebody else. I'd have no idea. I don't know, baby. Yeah, Rodney. It's sometimes people don't like it. You just have to figure out, and then sometimes it's according to where you live. They feed those animals different things. The African market, or we call it the farmers market here. They have a combination of all kind of stuff from different areas of the world, regions of the world. But sometimes it's just like the difference between Kobe beef and Angus beef. They feed the cattle different. And sometimes you can get a set of lamb that you can't stand because it's according to what they feeding those animals. I sold a man a farm that does he breeds Angus cows. So it's according to what you feed them. And a lot of people just they rather have their pork chop. So that's just a preference. We used to have a Winn Dixie. We used to have battles. We used to have Piggly Wiggly. We don't have any of those. We used to have Bilo. We don't have that anymore. We used to have Safeway and Save a Lot. We don't have any of those stores here. That's right. Deidre Lewis, you're right. Sometimes you can get a hold to something and it's good. I can tell you this much, you really have to season it. It's kind of got a little wild taste in it. Do y'all know how to cook deer? You know how to cook the wild out of it. You have to season it a lot. I see I'm getting a lot of foreign people on here. That's what happened with Mama's Comfort Cooking. When they realize your page is monetized, they start coming over and things like that. But like you have to really season it. For instance, I use Dell seasoning on almost everything. Somebody asked me how do I do it. I marinate my lamb. I think it's a meat you gotta marinate. See, that's what I don't want you to do, Avis. Don't you worry about it. I ain't doing no raffle over here. We ain't raffling. We raffling on Facebook. I told them I'm going to surprise them and come over here and just give away. Please don't go tell everybody because you're going to mess it up for these people over here that be over here when I come on live. The raffle is on Facebook. If they want to come over there and raffle, they can. Yeah, see, because you have to, some stuff you got to marinate. You have to marinate the wild out of wild meat. Well, I don't eat mud. But some stuff I just don't eat. It's just some stuff I just don't cook like y'all. I'm not gonna go waste money. My family won't. You got to, Joanne. See, everybody feed the animals different. Like Angus, they feed them. They eat grass. They grass fed. They eat cows. They eat certain things. Kobe, it's different cuts of meat. A short rib come off a rib, but it's expensive because it's the best part of a rib. Joshua Sickles, I don't want to understand why you keep coming on here concerning internet. And if you're trying to sell something for a company, please respect my page because you keep asking us about internet and cable and stuff, and that's personal. We not cable providers. Just like I don't like mullet fish. It's muddy to me. Some people don't like catfish. Ocean perk is good, but it's expensive. I love halibut, but it's so high here. But my friend live in Alaska, they eat it. I mean, they eat snapper and salmon. It's cheap there because it swims upstream. I do too. And if he keeps on, I'm gonna have to put him on timeout. I think that's what he's trying to do. Um, and I tell people if you don't need pork, don't eat it. People just need to quit judging people and let them figure out. what they can and cannot have. And just because you may assume a person is healthy because they're not fat, don't mean they healthy. It's in your blood work. Everybody has to start somewhere. And some meats are, I like the taste of trout, but I could never eat it because it was chewy. I always felt like I was going to choke. I need to go get my toes painted. See, I haven't had Florida's freshwater fish. No, it don't mean you have. I like goat, but you got to know how to cook it. And I always get mine from the Jamaicans. Um, I love deer meat. I love raccoon. I love rabbit. Rabbit gravy and hash is delicious. Um, I don't like possum. Possum is very greasy. And another reason I don't because I do eat pigtails. I understand that. But that long greasy tail that they have on that greasy possum, possum's so greasy. Let me tell y'all what I know about Tabitha Brown. When I was following Tabitha back in 2017, she used to didn't have nothing but maybe 100 or 200 people on her live. This is how God can change your world. And I remember she would come on and say, well, ain't nobody on here. But I remember when she started that What the Health, she watched that movie. And rabbit is delicious, Dolores. I'm trying to convince my brother to give me two so I can go on and cook it. Because the last time they come and got it, two of my brothers come and got all that rabbit gravy. Rabbit is good. I don't know if you like possum, and goat is very good. You can go to the Jamaican restaurant. But so Tabitha's daughter came home from school and she told her mama, I think I know what's going on. Tabitha was having in her neck what I was having in my back. She had nerve damage. She'd have to get in the bed like me. And she was having headaches. And then all of a sudden, her daughter said, we doing something. We're watching What the Hell. Okay, love you, Miss Glenda Jones. Miss Margaret Glenda Jones. And the next thing you know, she said, let's do a challenge and let's go off of meat for 30 days. And her symptoms start to change. And it is true. Whatever they feed the animal, when I when I came off of meat, I didn't even have hot flashes. They never did come back. They went away. I used to start getting hot flashes in my 40s. I came off of meat and they went away. Now, what Facebook don't know, I'm going to share with y'all is my nephew married somebody from Israel. He stay over there, but I sold them a house here, and she's here now. They're expecting their first baby together. But anyway, she is actually a vegan. They're vegans, 100%. Um, she's gonna come in. She was raised a Hebrew, and so she's gonna come and show me some amazing, real vegan dishes. And her name is Nay, so I'm looking forward to she and I getting together. So I'm gonna do a vegan segment, but I didn't want to do it in and of myself. I want somebody that really can cook it 100%, and show y'all some amazing vegan dishes. I have a lot of things that y'all don't know that I'm working on. So um that's one thing. And so what am I saying? Change can happen to anybody. And just like that, she stopped and just ate lunch and did a video on her live, and her world changed. But she spoke it in existence. She said, I see my world changing right before my eyes. And God did it. Grouper is a good fish. It is. I don't get it too often because where I live, they don't sell it. Is it? I'm so happy for her. I'm happy for anybody because if you can't be happy for other people, then don't expect for it to come your way. There's no reason to be envious or jealous because God opened the doors for somebody. She's been waiting a long time, and she has her own things that's going on in her life. And the good thing about when you start growing, you get people willing to help you. People really to write your books. Everybody wants me to do a cookbook in the middle of me dealing with my back. I didn't have nobody willing to publish me and just write it for me. That's not my season yet. And so I have to do things where God got me right now. But when my season come, when my shift come again, that's just going to be between how he want it to be done. You right, Deidre Lewis. Jealousy is very draining. And I think that's why a lot of people pick at me, because you have a lot of cooks on Facebook, but they do not teach you how to cook. They just cook and you watch them cook. And, you know, I want to teach you how to cook some old dishes before they die out. I don't want to see the way I was raised. I don't want to see that tradition go away. The way your grandmama and how they took nothing and turned it into something good. Some of the dishes y'all may have not even heard of before. I just don't want. I just don't want to see our traditional way of cooking. If you Southern and you white, you know what I'm talking about. If you Southern and you black, you know what I'm talking about. There are just certain things that we cook. And weight, people think that weight is just, my hot flashes went completely away. God has not gave me any other directives yet. I like to wait on him. I like him to lead and guide me. Pat Williams, all right. Hey, Jaden, the sword saver. Honey, a sword of the spirit. How about that? Um, that's it, y'all. I spent an hour and 22 minutes with y'all today. Don't y'all feel special? Ain't it good loving somebody? Now, in case you get caught over here in the trenches, because I got to go to Facebook land, they do like you to do so many videos. Uh, uh, don't be saying I didn't call your name out, Tia Johnson. I love cooking, relieves my stress. It gives me a different concept. Then it makes me feel good knowing I'm doing something for my family. Because as mothers, we give our children their taste buds, their dialect, how they talk. I did twice, Tia. Is it Tia Rasia Johnson or Tia Ray? Um, but we do so much for our children, and if we don't keep doing it, it'll die. You feel special, Jacqueline Hopkins. I can't. Okay, Tia Ray. Hey, I love you, Wonderland. I want y'all to know I appreciate all y'all do over here. And believe it or not, everybody ain't on here scamming. Everybody not on here out to get people. But you can be blessed by association or cursed by it. So let me give you this real quick before I go. My Bible study this week is going to be called It All Began with a Thought. And we're going to be dealing with spiritual wickedness. A lot of times it begins with a thought, whether it's an extramarital affair, whether if you chose to lie. I never know when I'm coming back, baby. I have so many pages, but I'll be back. Um, but you can find me on Tracy K. Mitchell and still on Mama's Comfort Cooking, and also in my Bible study with Mama's Comfort Cooking. But it all began with a thought. Sometimes the enemy gets, that's really, our thoughts can be simple. It begins with a thought. Either you got a thought that you're gonna be successful and make it, or you got a thought that ain't nothing in your life gonna go right. You got a thought that everybody hates you, or you got a thought that I'm gonna do this. You got a thought. It began with a thought. And it is so good loving somebody, honey, when somebody loves you back. Now, I'm gonna get on off of here and I gotta go to Facebook land. Say a prayer for me. Cause they be wearing me out. Well, when my daddy grew up, they didn't even get meat every day. And sometimes our meat was fatback. My mama would fry fatback, make homemade biscuits, fried potatoes and onions, and some white beans. What is BB? I don't know, Siobhan. Sometimes it's Facebook. They won't give you the notifications. Tonga, this and that. Did you check with your pastor? I told y'all stuff was going up in the grocery store to get your meat, get your flour, get your cornmeal. Stuff is coming off them shelves. Um, no, we didn't have meat every day either. And I'm telling you, if you fix it right, sometimes you don't miss it. When I was a vegan, that's how I learned how to cook collard greens. I cooked coconut collard greens. And you learned to eat what was before you, or you went to bed hungry. So we ate what was given to us, and we appreciated it. Yes, ma'am, and yes, sir. You better get down and take that tater and wait. You better sit down and eat it like it's meat on that plate. And sometimes the only meat we had was in the greens. Fat back. It didn't matter. You ate. Child, we take that coleslaw and we mix it with them pinto beans and cornbread, cut us some onions up, and we went on about our business. We didn't always get meat. It just wasn't going to happen. Sometimes we have grits and eggs and biscuits or toast, but it wasn't no meat. You just thought about the meat. You'd be like, I wonder if I meet you there. There's a meeting in the ladies' room, but there's no meat on my plate. What you say, ho, you coming down Front Street? No, we didn't get meat all the time. I'm not ashamed from whence I came. Yeah, you just have to type it in. You just have to type in Bible study with Mama's Comfort Cooking. And sometimes you have to click off your notifications and click back on them. No, baby, I could tell you a lot of times you wish you had some meat. Sometimes we only got gravy poured over the biscuit. And sometimes we couldn't even buy nothing. So my daddy would take the bologna, fry the bologna, smother the bologna in the gravy, and then put some biscuits because they always made their bread. And I'm gonna make y'all a Watergate cake. You like upside down pineapple cake? And a Watergate cake is a combination of an Italian cream cheesecake and a red velvet, but you use pistachio pudding in it. And we grew up a lot of times. Sometimes we have greens, we'd have okra, we'd have mashed potatoes and macaroni, but we ate pinto beans all the time. Oh, I got you, Miss Deidre Lewis. My grandmama's maiden name was Lewis. My parents made biscuits every day and cornbread. And sometimes we didn't even have pancakes. We would take and make cornbread and pour syrup over the cornbread, and it tasted better than any pancake. We used Karo syrup, molasses syrup, whatever syrup you had. They know how to melt butter and stir it in there. Um, we ate just jelly biscuits, oatmeal, just oatmeal. Some days we say, "Ooh, mama cooking." We wish we had some meat, but it wasn't in there. It just wasn't in there. It wasn't no money in the budget. You get married in Mexico? Congratulations, Kate. Kate, I can't say it. But we ate fried tomatoes like nobody's business. We go in the field and get us some tomatoes out the field and add some mayonnaise to the bread and salt and pepper. Yep, buttermilk and cornbread, sugar toast and cheese toast. Cheese toast and grits and everything like that. And sometimes that's how we end up eating breakfast sausage in a can. It used to be so dirt cheap. Tonga, you just 9 months younger than me. Over there in my son's church, got you a young preacher that like to drink hot toddies. um, that's it. Yeah. And I want to walk y'all through making that Watergate cake. And what else? We just didn't eat meat all the time. And we would take sweet potatoes, and sweet potatoes was a dessert too, and make sweet potato cobbler. Yeah, you got a young Thundercat pastor like to show his chest. Y'all pastor a mess on him. We made rice pudding, and whatever we cooked, we took it. Let me go and block this person. Whatever, whatever. Let me remove a video. Let me put them in timeout. So whatever we had, it would became something for the next day. Like if my mama cooked mashed potatoes and we didn't eat them all, she made hoe cakes out of them. She would take it and she would add a little milk to the mashed potatoes, add some flour and an egg, salt, pepper, and onions, and she would fry them on top of the stove. And rice became rice pudding. Then she would make like anything that was left over in the refrigerator. We would just it just went in a pot. She just put everything in there and we ate it. And then we would eat meatloaf sandwiches. We didn't get to go to McDonald's and all that. If it was one thing and they could turn it into something else, they did. That's how it was. Sometimes we would because the kids didn't eat it, but you had to eat what was placed before you. Um, but sometimes it would just be, I learned how to eat boiled okra because I wanted some. You couldn't waste it when you put it on your plate. Sometimes you might only have a few peas with boiled okra, some fried potatoes and onions. You might have some cornbread and some corn, and you just killed it. And like I say, we ate a lot of fat back, a lot of neck bones when we did get meat, turkey necks. We didn't know nothing about no lamb then. We didn't have McDonald's money. We didn't know anything about that. I was grown when I ate at Burger King. When I began to work and could pay for it myself. I remember when I would go with my mama, because she would go to the laundromat and wash up all our clothes and we hang them on the line. And if you helped out, you might got a cheeseburger from McDonald's. But she never bought the fries and the burger. We actually didn't even buy french fries out of a bag. We would take our potatoes and dice them up and fry our own french fries. And a lot of times that's what we ate. It was always potatoes in the field, leftover potatoes, because my granddaddy farmed. And we would go out there and we would grab us some dirty old potatoes and dig them out the ground. And we would come and we would dice up. You could have your own. We just dice them up, fry them, sprinkle salt. We didn't throw the grease away. We had a grease can. And dipped them fries in some ketchup and kept moving. And we were full. That might be my whole meal. You go to the field and get your sweet potato out and put it in the oven. I didn't miss out on nothing. I really didn't. It's amazing, like Pepper said. It's very amazing how this nation is so wasteful. We did too, Pat. We made our own fries. Hey, Vonda French. We didn't have time to act like we ate good, but it might have not been what these kids eat now. We didn't waste no grease. We filtered it. We filtered that grease through a paper towels. We didn't have no stringer. That's why I can tell y'all about not rolling out no biscuits. My mama, she might have got a rolling pin, but honey, she knew how to work it without it. And I can make spaghetti. We used to actually pie boil a lot and take those tomatoes and everything, and we would have them ready. And they would put everything in those tomatoes back then. I didn't understand with them stewed tomatoes, and they had a little onion and garlic and different stuff. We'd take them down. Now the spaghetti sauce, it was good. It was different. It didn't have as much seasoning as spaghetti sauce in the jar does now, but it worked. The flavor sometimes was off from what we got because we didn't have all those seasonings. And ain't nothing like some good old homemade Idaho fried French fries. The difference is now we got to go buy them. We used to just go to the field and get them out the field. Really wasn't nobody hungry because you could just go and the farmers would say, get them leftovers. If you don't get them, the deer gonna eat it, the squirrels gonna eat it, the rabbits. Get what you gonna get on out of there, especially at the end of the year. And like right now, if it went for my back, honey, I would have went out there and picked all my turnips and collards like I did last year because this is the season. Then I went through that cold frost, that the first frost and stuff, they tender. People think that turnip and collards is a summer vegetable. No, it's not. It's a fall vegetable. I can remember going to the milk farm. We used to have dairy farms around here. And I remember when we couldn't even afford chocolate milk. We got it at school. And every now and then mama would get some of that little yoo-hoo syrup and let us put it in there. That was a treat. We used to eat cookies that just said cookies. Cereal that said cereal. No, we didn't have no biscuit cutter. Like you said, we used the jar. Our mama rolled them, patted them out in her hand. But biscuits was so easy to make because that was one of the filler foods. I learned how to cook pinto beans. Like right now, I got the ham bone that was left over for Thanksgiving. That's going in a pot of pinto beans. Mm-hmm. So you didn't waste nothing. What you say ain't nothing like a frostbit bean. Mm-hmm. And also, we used to take pears and peaches and stuff and put them on top of our biscuits for a dessert. Country living was good because you understood that you ate off the good of the land. Uh, it just is what it is. Let me tell you, if you don't want slimy okra, take your okra, cut it up like you want to, however you want to do it, leave it whole, but put you some salt and pepper on it and put it in the oven and cook it in the oven. It's gonna dry out that okra. Then you can take that okra at the end of your cook of your soup, you can put it in there and it won't be slimy. Or you can take it, you can cut it on up and finish frying it and it won't be slimy. I like that old okra. The okra that didn't come in no bag, the kind that shriveled up like this and you put it in your mouth and it be so good. That's the kind I like. Hey, Annette McKee from Buffalo, New York. And PTL. You talking about PTL, the Christian channel PTL? Man, I remember I used to watch Tammy and Jim Baker and all the good old people. And I remember when you could see gospel all day long. You get a sermon, you had everybody on there. Ron Paz, everybody would be on there. What do you mean you're my senior plus? I remember when we would take they might have a pot of pig ears. I love you too, Nita McKee. We have a pot of pig ears. And you know that pig broth, they did a lot with the broth off of when you cook pigs. It tastes so good. Yeah, you can take it, and if you do it that way, your okra won't be slimy. Try it. You fix a pot of soup. Go ahead and take your okra. Season it good and lay it out in a pan. Put it in the oven and let it cook a while. it's gonna dry it out. It won't be slimy.
But
But I gotta run, y'all. I'm gonna get ready to get me something, and I have to go on Facebook. But I love y'all. Yes, I do. I am the cook, and you're my friends. I see you later. Thank you for being over here, and I'll be back soon. Okay. Bye, y'all.